This is how you can easily create this type of Instagram carousel post inside of Photoshop. I made a poll on Instagram if I should create a tutorial video on how to do it, and 219 persons said yes. So if you're among that 219 persons and you're watching this video right now, the only thing I want you to do for me is to like this video and also share this video with a friend who you think might learn something for this video as well. Let's jump right into it. The first thing you want to do inside of Photoshop, click on this new file right here. Once you click on it, rename your document. So I'm going to rename this document IG post. After that, make sure pixels is selected. If yours is set with inches or centimeter, millimeter or point, just make sure pixels is selected, okay? Now for the width and the height, I recommend you use 1080p for the width and also 1350 for the height, because that is what I will recommend for Instagram. But you can play with the width and the height you feel will work for you. But I think 1080p for the width and also 1350 for the height works perfectly for Instagram. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come to the width and change it to 1080 and change the height to 1350. Now for the number of slides, you can do any slide between 2 slides and 20 slides, depending on the number of slides you want or the number of pictures you want to put in the slide. For me, I did a slide of 8 and I'm going to show you how to do that. It's very easy. All you have to do, since I want to do 8, I'm going to times this width, which is 1080p times 8, and any number it gives me, I'm going to put it right here. So 1080p times 8 is going to give us 8640. So I'm going to change this width to 8640 because I want 8 slides. So 8640, or what I can do, I can just come here, type 1080 again, and just times it from here. To times it inside of Photoshop, just hold Shift and click on this hash key right here, and just press 8 and click, and it's going to times it for you automatically like this. Now I don't want you to be confused. Now since I wanted 8 slides personally, I times 1080 times 8. And the number it gives me, I'm going to use it as my width. If you are going for 20 slides, just put 1080 times 20, and any number it gives you, use it as your width. But let your height remain 1350 for your height. And after that, I'm going to leave resolution at 300 and make sure this place is on pixels and inches as well. For the color mode, RGB works. For the bit, I'm going to use 8 bits. Also for custom, I'm just going to be using white. So if I open the advanced, you're going to see sRGB. These are just the default settings, but if yours is something else, you can just change it to what you see right here and click create. And that is the first step. Now moving on, we are going to create a guide that allows us place the image so we know how to actually arrange them. And to create a guide, all you have to do, instead of Photoshop, click on this view right here. Click on guides and click on new guide layouts. Now, since I want my column to be 8 and not 6, I want to change this place to 8. All right. After that, this gutter right here, I'm going to change it to 0. All right. For this margin, I'm just going to turn it off. You can turn it on and change this place to 0, 0, 0. If you want to do that, but I just prefer to just turn it off. So once I turn it off, you can change the color of the column as well if you want to do that, but it's not necessary, but you have the option to do that. So I'm going to click on OK. So right now we have our column and our guide. Now I'm going to lock this guide in place so it doesn't shift when I'm actually arranging my images. To lock the guide, I'm going to come to view again, click on guides and click on lock guides right here. Now we've logged the guides. Now you can see we have 8 columns right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm good. If yours is 20, you are going to have 20 like this. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to slice these guides individually. To slice the guides, I'm going to click on my crop tool. Once I click on my crop tool, I'm going to right click and click on slice right here, this slice tool. If you can't find your slice tool, all you have to do, come to edit, click on toolbar right here, and just look for it at this right side right here and drag it to the left side, and it's going to be on your toolbar. And once you are done, click OK. Now I'm going to click on my crop tool again, right click on the slice tool. What we're going to do from here, we're going to leave the style as normal and just select slice from guides right here. So immediately I click slice from guide, it's just going to slice it for me. Like you can see, we have first slide, second slide, third slide, just like that. Now that we have that out of the way, the next thing we're going to do is to drag and drop the image we want to arrange on the carousel inside of Photoshop right now. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to look for the folder which I have my files. So these are the images I want to use for my carousel. I'm just going to select all of them, or I'm going to press Command A to select all of them. Once I select all of them, I'm going to drag and drop them inside of Photoshop like this. And I'm just going to click OK until everything is complete. Now that I have my pictures I want to put on this carousel, I'm just going to arrange them the way I want, all right? Now I'm going to select this one which I want to use first, press Command T to put the transform tool, and just drag it to this side and just increase the size a little bit. This one right here, which is our first slide, is what is going to be displayed on Instagram. And when I'm sliding, it's going to slide seamlessly to this O2 like this. So you get the point. So just arrange it the way you want. So I think about like this works for me. Now I'm going to come to another image, which I think is going to be my second image. Put it right here and just drag it above the first one. If I just come to my layer, I want to drag it above this first one, put it at the top, and just resize it the way I want. I can make it smaller. I can make it even bigger if I want to do that. But I'm going to make it smaller. So maybe somewhere around here works, above this one. I'm going to take it to this side a little bit, make it a little bit bigger. So I think like this works. Now I want to select this other image, press Command T, and just move it to this part. Make it bigger like this. All right, maybe like this works for me. Or maybe I'll make it a little bit smaller, like so. And if I want to place it above this one, I can just drag it above that particular one right there, and it's going to cover this one. But I don't want it to cover it. I want to drag it below that particular image. All right. Now I'm going to come to my next image. Basically, just arrange my image the way I want it. Now let me first of all remove all these ones here. I just drag them to one side so I can arrange them properly. Okay. Now I want to use this image right here to show you something. So I'm going to drag it at the top. If you want to add that, maybe that white border around it. So maybe you not add it when you're actually editing the image and you want to add those white borders around it, or any color of border around your image while doing the carousel. This is how you can do it. Select the image you want to add the border around. For me, which is this image right here. Once I select it, I'm going to right click and just click on blending mode right here. Blending option rather. Once I open blending option, I'm going to click on stroke right here. I'm going to select stroke. Once I select stroke, I'm going to increase the size of the stroke. Also, maybe play with the opacity the way I want. Play with the shape, maybe outside or inside, depending on what you want to do it. You can put it inside, you can put it outside. All right, so once I put it inside, if I want to change the color, I can come to color and just change the color to any color I want. But I'm going to be using white for this. Leave it at white. I'm going to click on OK. And fill type, I'm going to click color and just click on OK. And it's going to add the white border around your image like that. So that is how you can do that. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to arrange my carousel the way I want it, and you can take your time to arrange yours the way you want it as well. So I have my guide ready. So this is how my carousel is going to be on Instagram if I upload it. I'm going to see this image first. I'll see this one second. So it's going to seamlessly just move around like this. Now that we've arranged our carousel, it's time to export. Now to export this image, all we have to do, I'm going to come to File right here, click on Export, and click for Save for Web. Once I click for Save for Web, I'm just going to click on this minus right here to zoom out a little bit like this so I can see my image. Now, if you look at the image, you notice that the image are faded, right? So if you export like this, you're going to have a faded color. Now, to bring back the original color of our image, all we have to do is hold Shift and click on the first image. You can see immediately I do that, it's going to bring the original color of our first image. And we'll hold Shift again, click on the second image, hold Shift, click on the third image. So basically, do this for all the image on your carousel to bring the original color. Make sure you don't miss anyone. It's very important. Now we have our colors. From here, what we are going to do, make sure your quality is set to 100%. Optimize is selected, embed color profile is selected, convert to sRGB is selected. You can copy my export settings like this and click on save. Now from here, select the folder you want this image to be. So I'm going to create a new folder and just name it IG post and click on create. After that, I'm going to click on save. Now before you close this window, confirm that your image is saved on your laptop. So I'm going to confirm that. I'm going to come to my file, come to my documents, AA, untitled folder, IG post, images. So these are the images right here. You can see we have IG post 01, IG post 02, IG post 03. Now, if you want to upload this post or this carousel to Instagram, what you are going to do, post according to the numbers. So this first one should be first, this one should be second, this one should be third, this one should be fourth, this one should be fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. Make sure they are arranged accordingly. If you miss anyone, it's going to scatter the carousel or the seamless transition. I just want you to know that because it's very important. And this is how you can easily create that seamless Instagram carousel transition inside of Photoshop. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something for this video. If you do, make sure to give it a like. And if you want to learn how I retouch my image from start to finish, you can check out this video right here. I'll see you guys in my next one. Stay creative.